moving to Bastrop to work for SpaceX, the Colony would be one of the first neighborhoods that I keep my eye on. Today, we're going to do a tour of 3 different builders. You're going to see the amenity centers, and I'm going to help you contrast and compare everything that you're going to need to know about moving to the Colony. So first, we're going to be taking a look at Drees Custom Homes here in the Colony. Let me show you around a little bit. Now, the Drees sales representative couldn't join us today, but I reached out beforehand and got a couple of highly asked questions that I'll answer for you today. The team here at Drees describes their typical buyer as someone who doesn't just think about now, but they're actually looking towards their next step and what their investment is getting them for the future. They're not just asking about what works today, but what life will look like for them in 10, 20 years from now. And that's what sets Drees apart from other builders. I made sure to ask what buyers typically regret skipping whenever they buy a Drees home, and almost all of them said that they regret not buying the flex room, which you just saw. I also made sure to ask what upgrades actually add the most value for you as the buyer, and the number one thing that came back was the home site and the functional outdoor layout. Just take a look. One of the other things Drees recommended is actually spending your upgrade budget on things that are functional for you and your family, not spending all of it on just the gorgeous home site and outdoor layout, but functional things on the inside that make a difference for you. I also asked the sales rep if they had an unlimited budget, which home would they choose? Well, they gave me kind of a mixed answer. They said they would choose most of their budget on the perfect home site and the perfect upgraded finishes for them, which makes sense. If I was a kid, this would be the bedroom that I'd pick. But if Drees is a home that you could see yourself and your family moving into, my information is in the description below. Next up, we're going to be touring Westin Homes at the Colony, and with this one, the one thing you really need to pay attention to is the first impression. You'll see what I mean here in a second. I don't know if you noticed, but those are 20-foot ceilings on the outside as well. Now, going inside, one of the things the sales rep always brings up to me is that with Westin Homes, things that are not standard features with other builders and are considered upgrades are standard features with Westin. Take a look. He told me the first thing that the buyers typically fall in love with is not just the spiral staircase, but the 20-foot ceilings throughout. So their most popular floor plan is the Alden 9, which is this model we're standing in now, so you can get a good look at what something you would actually purchase would actually look like. Recently, Westin just acquired 21 more lots, so even though they only have 4 left over here, you're about to have a lot more options on the other side. They expect to begin construction on those within the next 2 months, meaning that in 6 months, you're gonna have a lot of options to choose from. This is your primary closet. It's massive, and it connects to your laundry room. So convenient. Westin is really designed to give you that wow factor as soon as you walk in. Some of those features I was telling you about are dual climate control with separate air conditioning units for the upstairs and the downstairs. Normally, that's an upgrade. To add to the wow factor of Westin, this home is 4 bedrooms with a movie room and an office. It's over 3,500 square feet. It's crazy. Westin is really best suited for someone who loves that wow factor, that premium architecture, and the perfect lots. Leave a comment down below, and my information is in the description. Reach out. Now we get the pleasure of going into Scott Felder Homes, and we actually have the absolute honor to meet with Gene here. He's one of the sales representatives. Would you mind introducing yourself a little bit?
Not at all. Gene Acosta, born and raised Austinite.
Wonderful. How long have you been with Scott Felder?
Well, a little over a year, but I was with him 14 years ago.
That's super cool.
You bet. So it's good to be back.
Yeah. Well, in your experience, sounds like you've got quite a bit. What tends to separate Scott Felder from other builders?
That we're a local builder. We're not a national builder. So people like that. They like to support, Texas and, this Austin area. So it works out really well.
Cool. Yeah. Were they They were founded here, or Austin area?
Yes, they were.
That's
They
super
sure
cool.
were. It's a family-owned running business, and Mr. Felder was a dynamic man. I met him personally.
Really?
He hired me personally 14 years ago.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
A lot of
yes.
history.
Very much so. He's a very good Samaritan. You
Really?
betcha. Yeah, good humanitarian.
That's
Yeah,
super
as
cool.
well. Yeah.
What do homeowners typically kind of see once they move in that kind of gives them that wow factor? Almost?
Well, number one would be the floor plans. Number two would just be the quality and the finish out of the homes. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Very much so. They love the price point as well.
Right. Kind of value for what you're.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, hands down. Yeah, we could easily sell this for a lot more, but yet it has to do with the size of the lots and location, what have you.
What has surprised buyers that you've worked with at Scott Felder, kind of either during the process or after move-in?
Just the attention to detail as far as going from start to finish, contract to completion of home. They have a great experience at the Deco Center.
Okay.
We have a great team across the board. I'm not just a one-man shop. It's a whole spectrum of team members that make us shine.
That's really cool.
You bet.
We are talking a minute ago. You said the inspections almost come back perfect every
Yeah,
single time.
no doubt. I've had several with third-party inspections, even though we do it aside on our own side.
Yeah.
We invite people to go and get a third-party inspection, so it reinforces that they made a good buying decision.
Right.
And so I had a couple of inspectors tell me, these are the best inspected homes that I've had in the past 3 to 5 years, with only 5 items that they found, and it was minimal. So
Yeah.
the people were stoked. The buyers were stoked. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a report that small.
It was nice. It was nice. I'm glad to be on the winning side and not the opposite side. So
Yeah. If you had an infinite budget, which Scott Felder home floor plan would you go with?
Well, I would go with the Franklin. It has a lot of opportunities. You have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-car garage standard. One side is tandem. So even though we have a 60-foot lot, we can still do a 3-car tandem legal 3-car garage, which is good for a workshop or a boat or something. Whatever you might, gym, whatever the case may be. So
That's killer.
this is just all of our plans have been, for the most part, models, so they're all winners. I mean, they've been proven winners. So, yeah, we have some great floor plans.
Awesome. So this one's the Franklin?
It is.
Nice.
About 2,500 square foot, you bet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What's the best way for someone to reach out and kind of contact you if they're interested in a Scott Felder home?
Thank you. Well, Jane Acosta, the Colony. I also sell Double Eagle Ranch.
Oh, really?
And so you bet that's about 10 minutes north of here. But you can give me a call, 512-789-6863 is my cell number.
Wonderful.
You
We'll
bet.
have to do an interview over at Double Eagle soon.
We'd love it. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's acreage. We're on close out there, so we're just about out.
Oh, okay.
So not many more opportunities, so you bet.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was a
I
pleasure to meet
appreciate you, Christian. Yeah, it's been an honor. Thank you.
First off, I just wanted to say thank you so much to Gene. It was a real pleasure getting to meet with him and talk with him. And as you can tell, and I can tell, he really knows his stuff. So Scott Felder's definitely a great builder to keep in mind. One thing that really stood out to me is they really focus on that buyer happiness and that attention to detail. It sounds like you really get a good bang for your buck with Scott Felder. Based on this model home and the answers we just heard from Gene, it seems like this type of home in the Scott Felder build is perfect for somebody looking for a great value and great long-term investment. What I love about the Colony and what clients love about the Colony is that you're not picking between 7, 8, 9 identical builders. Even just the 3 we saw today, you can tell everybody customizes to their own type of person. So if you're the type of person who loves a Drees home, go pick a Drees home. If you like Westin, go pick Westin. But if you love Scott Felder, Scott Felder's here too. You have so many options to choose from. The Colony is not going to be perfect for everybody, but if you love a large neighborhood with lots to do, great amenities, and plenty of builders to choose from, the Colony would be the perfect fit for you if you're looking at moving to Bastrop, Texas. If I were relocating to Bastrop, Texas again, what I would do is not just pick the builder based on the model home. I would go see multiple of their builds, check out their home sites, and make sure it's near the amenities that I wanted to be close to. People always ask, but why the Colony? Well, the Colony is the largest master plan community in Bastrop, Texas. You have so much variety all in one neighborhood and so much convenience. There's an on-site elementary school, multiple amenity centers that are resort style, and you just have so much space to roam around. You get to walk with your friends at night, run the miles of trails. Whatever you really want to do, the Colony kind of has it all. So for somebody relocating to Bastrop, Texas, the Colony makes it super easy to find what you like, and there's plenty of it to choose from. And just so I'm clear, the Colony isn't for everybody. If you're looking for a farmhouse or something with a ton of acreage, the Colony, it's not gonna have it. But if you're like that suburban lifestyle, easy living, it might be the perfect fit. Just take a look. One of the biggest reasons I'm seeing people choosing the Colony right now is because of your outside lifestyle just outside of your house. So many people feel cramped up. You know, they go to work, they sit at a desk, and they come home. What do? They sit at home. But in the Colony, you have so much space to roam around, so many amenities to choose from, and so many people to hang out with. Start looking in the Colony, one thing I'll do for you is make sure that you're buying in a section that actually has access to the amenities that you're wanting to use. Because Colony Riverside has their own private amenity center, and the gated Colony Estates have their own private amenity center. While in the middle section, there's 3 amenity centers that are going to be for this specific section. 2 are already built, and 1 is under construction, called the Treehouse. So if the Colony is a serious consideration for you and your family, my information is down below.